Yes, people, what the fuck is up? Now, what this video is about, I'm going to be telling you how to be a better salesman, how to be a better person in general, how to increase your conversion, better earning potential, all the rest of it. Now, this is directly coming from somebody who absolutely used to suck at sales. Now, if you suck at sales, listen the fuck up. This is going to be some serious value. Now, what sales comes down to, you got to firstly realize you are the first point of sale, right? You have to firstly sell yourself on the idea that you are capable of fixing somebody's issue. You can obviously go about the route of faking it till you make it, but I don't think it's the best sort of route to go down. You want to intrinsically know, have something ingrained in your soul to know that you are the guy capable of fixing X person's issue. So whether it be if you're on the doors, you're on the phone prospecting, this is going to help. Now, like I said, I've been in a situation where I was insanely low confident, insanely low drive when I was younger, wasn't very good at getting in shape, wasn't really good at doing anything, had no direction in my life, often just drinking, partying, doing all the rest of it at the weekend, wasting my time with a load of low quality people, just random low frequency, low quality people. Now, I think a lot of people do sit in this boat. A lot of people absolutely do sit in this boat of just low self-confidence and are in the same mundane cycle of just being happy and satisfied and earning a low income. And if you're happy with that, that's cool. This video is not for you. But if you're someone who genuinely just wants to make some serious moves with their life, maybe do something a little bit risky, push the boat out a little bit, you've got to realize something else has to be done. You have to break the cycle in your current mind state. The mind is literally just built off certain patterns and pattern recognition as a whole. Now, if you're obviously in a constant cycle of drinking at the weekend, that's a pattern that your brain is just directly geared towards, and it's something which is the path of least resistance. Obviously, to attain something decent, whether it be increasing your earning potential, bettering your conversion rate in your sales job, getting in a better relationship, extra work has to be done. Something uncomfortable has to be fucking done to make that a reality. Now, for me directly, yes, I've been working in solar sales for the past 6 to 8 months. Never done it before in my life. Like, starting on cold calling prospects to sell them on like solar systems and batteries. It's a massive industry out in Australia. Obviously, the sun's shining every fucking day, and it's a pretty good industry to be in. Now, the main problem that I came across straight away was when I first started out in sales a few years ago, at a different job in Manchester, was just my total lack of self-confidence. But obviously just understanding certain skill sets needed to be the best type of person in general. Now, the first point of sale is you as the salesperson. You as a man, a woman, whoever's watching this in general. You have to firstly know that you are capable of being able to fix somebody's issue. Now, see it as in terms of you going to the doctor. It's simple stuff. You obviously want an expert to fix your problem. You want somebody who seems confident and competent about fixing an X issue to relieve that pain or stress or whatever. That is your job. Now, how are you going to build this mind state, maybe this physique at the same time, to give you that self-confidence? Like I said, it comes directly from your patterns and daily habits every single day. Now, I've been teaching myself and I've been teaching clients in general to build a success winning formula, and I'm going to give you some of these secrets. So first of all, you need to understand that you need to be able to develop self-confidence and self-respect. If you're somebody who thinks they're down here, you need to start doing that, and that's by doing the correct daily habits every single day. For me, I love waking up early. I love waking up early, 4, 5 in the morning, because I know that other people won't. And it's something shit that you can kind of tick off the bucket list straight away as soon as you get up. You feel like you're getting ahead. Next, whether it be just straight away doing some work, trying to understand the correct skill sets needed. The whole point of waking up early as well, like I said, it's doing something difficult straight away, getting your brain in the mind state of just being in discomfort. You're going to start, when you start to do more of these habits each and every day, it starts to become a lot easier. You start to like the discomfort. You start to lean in towards these uncomfortable actions. And you start to realize that you absolutely despise the person that you were taking the easy route. You know, when I was at university, I used to, like I said, we used to have a day. Each and every day of me at university used to be a day of drinking, right? We used to title every single day of the week for a different type of fucking alcohol or whatever substance. Ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous, right? Now, those habits absolutely need to be stopped if you want to be getting anywhere decent with your fucking life. It's pretty obvious stuff. Obviously, waking up early, doing work straight away. Just crack on with your work as fast as possible. As well, to allow these patterns to become into play and to be a consistent habit, to make it easier for yourself, you need to be reducing distractions. And just cutting things out your life. This is sacrifice. To be able to live in a better place, like for me right now, look at where I am. It's in Sydney. It's an absolutely fucking beautiful day. You know, you need to be able to cut shit out. You need to sacrifice things. A few years ago, I was in Manchester. Yeah, it's a good city. It's my hometown, home city. But it just wasn't really what I wanted. You know, I like the sun. I wanted to see different types of people. You know, you doing these actions every day with these sacrifices gives you the possibility to do that. Now, sacrifices, it's in place to make sure. Wait, I'm in the shade here. These sacrifices are in place. There we go. These sacrifices are absolutely in place to make sure that you are limiting distraction. The more things that you can think about, you give your brain to think about, the more difficult it is to make an action. It's the same in sales. If you give people too many options to think about in a sale, people tend to just veer off. It gets too complicated for the human brain. Keep shit fucking simple. Devise this absolute non-negotiable routine every single morning. That's what I do. It just sets you ahead of the game. The reason why I just reiterate this so much to people that I've coached in the past and just directly repeat to myself every day is because there's no possible way that you would lose. There's no possible way you would lose at all if you were just to do everything that you know you're supposed to do every day. There's no way that you wouldn't get in a better relationship if you actually actively did the steps to do that. There's no way that you wouldn't be able to get to a better living scenario or earn a better income if you were just to do the correct steps every day, whether it be learning different skill sets for sales directly, understanding things like body language or your tonality on sales calls. Those are real triggers that get people to buy. Prospect buying mind states. That's another video. But doing these actions every day, there's no possible way. If you devise this winning formula routine, there's no way that you're not going to win. I honestly would say that I'm a bit of a living proof of that. I used to think I was down here, I had no drive or understanding or motivation or real clue of the world. But as soon as I started to just discipline myself, that's these general, basic habits of discipline. Obviously going to the gym every day, just building a better looking physique, gives you that confidence and that first step for the first initial sale, which is yourself. You need to firstly sell yourself, of course. Now, obviously, just the general routine itself is the most important thing. Just following something consistently every single day. Now, you could think, well, I do obviously want a social life. James, I do have mates. I do want to see people. I don't want to just be a robot for the rest of my life. It's a very, very valid point. But I would say, if you definitely want to be integrated in certain factors. If you obviously do like drinking, integrate those aspects at certain parts of the year. Just make sure you attain certain goals first to allow you to do those things. It's just a reward mechanism you need to be giving to yourself. But you firstly need to break those destructive habits. The destructive habits is the biggest thing, the biggest setback for most young guys nowadays, or anybody in general, to get themselves to that next level. So the easiest way that I've honestly done it is really just holding yourself accountable to actions. Holding yourself accountable through non-negotiables, pen in hand, to the paper, write down non-negotiable every single day, whether it be your biggest crutches, your biggest weaknesses, the biggest things that are holding you back. Just write them down. Just like make a pledge to yourself. Literally, I've done this for years on years, like for the past 2 years now, writing actual pledges to myself to guarantee the fact that I know that I'm being truthful to myself. Like I said, that radiates back, the self-confidence and the self-competence in myself radiates back to the prospects that I speak to. That's true confidence. And that's a break in the pattern that you're currently in. So overall, you just need to get into this winning formula, and it will absolutely guarantee your success. If there's anything in particular you want me to cover regarding different parts of routines, or exactly how you're going to cover that next level towards maybe your sales goals, whether it be certain techniques of understanding, your fluidity of body language, your tonality, maybe developing charisma. These are aspects that I've recently learned, which is so important for the point of sale, to really get somebody in like a buying mind state maybe, or just in general be a more likable person. That's stuff that I can cover. So let me know in the comments, and yes, we'll see you in the next one.